Who's taken seriously? The 15-year-old's team's victory in the Class 1A State Golf Championship and the honor that was absent from Tiger's trophy case after defeating him and obtaining what he doesn't have at the age of 15 are steps closer to following in Dad's footsteps. With a swing reminiscent to his father Tiger Woods and a composed focus, Charlie Woods has already caught the attention of the golf community. Beyond his years, he has proven that he is more than just a famous last name by stunning the crowd. With clutch birdies and qualifying for the prestigious U.S. Junior Amateur Championship. However, can Charlie leave his mark? Or will the weight of his father's shadow hold him back? This scene, which features the son of a PGA legend wearing a medal and championship ring, naturally begs the question of how many feet separate Mom and Dad in this situation. Tiger observing Charlie Ellen and her son Arthur, who is 4 years old. Charlie Woods' ascent in the golf world has been nothing short of amazing. When he made his first major appearance at the PNC Championship at the age of 11, he joined his father, Tiger Woods. Fans were immediately captivated by the father-son team, not only because they were nostalgic about seeing Tiger on the course, but also because of the skill that young Charlie displayed that weekend. With his first eagle, Charlie created a stir by executing accurate shot shapes and displaying a powerful, fluid swing. Before 2020, Charlie was more interested in football, playing the game frequently in South Florida. However, the COVID-19 pandemic changed his life, giving him more free time and causing the world to slow down. His mannerisms and focus mirrored those of his legendary father, making him instantly recognizable as someone to watch in the golfing world. Having Tiger Woods as a mentor was obviously a huge advantage, as it allowed access to cutting-edge equipment and provided top-notch instruction and direction. What began as a hobby swiftly turned into a profound obsession. Charlie had a foundation that few junior golfers could match. But more than his resources, what really stood out was his desire to learn and get better. Despite his advancements, people started comparing him to Tiger almost right away, with some even calling him a miniature Tiger. Charlie had to deal with this scrutiny early in his golfing career, but others warned against placing too much pressure on such a young player. His success wasn't just due to his last name, and he demonstrated a determination to forge his own path, even though many were quick to call him the next Tiger Woods. Charlie's objective was to simply play his best and have fun during his PGA debut. He is currently getting ready to compete in the Palm Beaches pre-qualifier for the Cognizant Classic. Charlie Woods is scheduled to leave in a few hours, and our Caleb Califano is currently performing live in H-Sound. Recently, when competing in the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship qualifier in Florida, Caleb Charlie Woods gave a performance that stunned the golf world. The qualifying, which brought together some of the top young golfers in the nation in a thrilling finale, was no small accomplishment, and the 15-year-old showed remarkable skill and poise. Charlie won by a single shot, earning his spot in the coveted championship. His comeback was especially remarkable, as he scored 3 birdies in 4 holes, demonstrating his skill and resilience. For any junior golfer, especially one as young as Charlie, this accomplishment is more than merely winning a qualification. Many professional golfers use the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship as a stepping stone, and Charlie's qualification for the tournament solidifies his standing as a serious contender. More noteworthy than the victory itself was his poise, even though he began the back nine with bogeys and double bogeys. Charlie maintained his focus and finished strongly. His tenacity and fortitude reflected the qualities that made Tiger a legend. The 3-time U.S. Open champion Tiger Woods is practicing. This morning, he hasn't visited Pinehurst since the U.S. Open in 2005. Casey Hins and Pat Welter join us live from the course right now. Pat, things have changed a little, but the historical connection makes this moment even more remarkable. At Oakland Hills, a track with particular meaning in his family's past, Charlie will compete. For supporters, watching Charlie traverse those slopes is a nostalgic and hopeful look into the future, even though comparisons to his father are unavoidable. 20 years ago, Tiger represented the United States in the Ryder Cup on the same grounds. When Charlie Wood takes the course, it's more than simply a game. It's a media spectacle. His performance speaks for itself. What really makes him stand out is his capacity to perform well under pressure. At the PNC Championship last month, Padre Harrington noticed something remarkable. Tiger Woods wasn't the main attraction. Instead, all eyes were on Charlie, who wowed fans with his poise and skill. The sight of him twirling his club in Nike gear, mimicking his father's iconic mannerisms, captured the attention of golf enthusiasts, music, all over the world. His appearances with Tiger have always attracted attention, but recent performances have amplified the buzz. Social media played a big part in igniting this craze, in my opinion. Videos of Charlie swinging, interacting with Tiger, and taking amazing pictures went viral across platforms, leaving fans in awe of his skill and many commenting on how strikingly similar he is to Tiger in his prime. However, this attention wasn't without its drawbacks, as many people praised Charlie's potential. Others wondered if his last name was more well-known than his abilities, and debates on sites like Reddit exposed a rift. Charlie was considered a rising star by some. A Woods isn't just a name, it's a legacy that comes with enormous expectations. From the moment Charlie Woods picked up a golf club in front of the cameras, comparisons to his father Tiger Woods, a 15-time major champion, and arguably the most famous golfer in history, were unavoidable. However, some contended that there are junior golfers with comparable or better records who don't receive the same spotlight. There has always been pressure to live up to that moniker, whether from supporters, the media, or even other athletes. Any adolescent finds it difficult because he is competing not only with other juniors, but also with the monumental shadow of his father's accomplishments. Experts have frequently offered their opinions on this matter, warning against placing undue pressure on Charlie at such a young age. They have underlined that Charlie should be free to mature and transform at his own rate without having to deal with unattainable comparisons. In spite of the scrutiny, Charlie has demonstrated extraordinary focus and dedication to his game. He doesn't seem distracted by the noise and keeps improving his skills, demonstrating that his talent is real. Even professional golfers have expressed the same sentiment, reminding fans and analysts that Charlie's journey is his own. Three-time Tour winner Olin Brown will also aim to qualify today. Both Woods and Brown will tee off in the next hour. For now, we're live in home sound Caleb Califano. Charlie's journey is further complicated by WPBF 25 News fame, as cameras follow him throughout the course and record even the smallest gestures. It's easy to forget that Charlie is only a teenager negotiating one of the most publicized stages in golf, while many junior players get to grow in relative anonymity as social media amplifies his exposure with videos of his swings, putts, and mannerisms going viral in a matter of minutes. Charlie appears to take everything in stride, even if his development is being observed through a magnifying glass. His capacity to remain collected under pressure and his calm manner are traits that distinguish him from other people. His age is having a lot of fun, but it was more memorable to do it in a way like this since Dad is a cad. His readings are a hook bias, after all. After gaining his spot in the esteemed United States, Charlie Woods' future is both exhilarating and uncertain. Championship for junior amateurs. In addition to being a tournament, Oakland Hills is a proving ground for the top junior golfers under the age of 19. For Charlie, it's a chance to compete against the best and establish himself among peers who have been working hard for years. Winning the qualifier to get there was a statement, but doing well on this national stage could cement his status as a serious contender in the sport. Music. The Oakland Hills encounter is even more noteworthy because of its link to his father's past. Charlie will have the opportunity to add a chapter to the family's golf legacy by competing on the same course as Tiger Woods, who played for the U.S. Ryder Cup team 20 years ago. If he does well, He may be able to access future tournaments and even more recognition, which would put him on the path to becoming a professional golfer. The path from junior competitions to the PGA Tour is difficult, but for a player with Charlie's skill and access to elite coaching, the opportunities seem endless. Music. Numerous experts who have studied Charlie's game have differing opinions about his long-term prospects, but one thing is certain: he possesses the skills necessary to improve his swing mechanics, mental poise, and performance capacity. Given that under pressure is already much above what most 15-year-olds would be expected to do, and that Tiger Woods is mentoring him, it's easy to understand why many people think Charlie will one day compete at the highest levels of the sport, but these predictions should be made with caution. Charlie is still quite young and has only recently begun playing competitive golf. Competitive golf. He will develop his game and learn how to manage the pressures of elite competition thanks to the experience he receives from competitions like the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship.